Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Wonder Woman and why I think Wonder Woman is a complete failure. And I know what some people are like, what do you mean, Trey? How can you say that she's a failure? Well, the reason why I'm saying that she's a failure is because of DC's self-sabotagement of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is part of the Trinity. As you guys know, the big three cheese of comic book lore. Without Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, it would never be any of these other characters around. And we have her, you know, and yet for some reason DC just can't seem to figure out what they want to do with this character, and it's getting quite annoying, to be honest. And the reason why I'm saying that she's a failure is because out of all the Trinity members, she's the one that gets changed literally the most. And that's why she is a failure of a character. Because if you have a character that's almost 80 years old, right? I think she is 80 years old. She's been around since the 1940s. And even when, comic book characters fell out of love, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman still held on for all those years. And it's just weird that now they can't seem to figure out what they want to do with the character. Does that make sense? Of course it makes sense. And you can look at the recent stuff with Wonder Woman right now, and you can see why I'm saying she's a complete failure. It's every, 2 to 3 years, they're always trying to retroactively change her history, her background, her lore, for whatever other reasons, I don't know. But it's getting really kind of annoying, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why it's getting kind of annoying is because why keep changing a character that's been around for 80 years and expect people to vibe with the character? You can't never keep anything consistent. The character's always quote unquote problematic. You're always trying to add in things that don't make no sense. You're always trying to retroactively either make her the first hero, or she is a goddess, or she's made out of clay, or she was a girl who was cast away and magically appeared on the island and was taken in, or she's now LGBT. And it's just kind of like, what are we doing with this character? Do you want people to like Wonder Woman, or do you? And then you never focus on hardly any of her rogues gallery. I've been reading some of the recent Wonder Woman comic book issues, and no offense, they haven't really all been all that great. Not really. And my thing is that I'm not seeing enough of Wonder Woman's rogues gallery. Okay, don't get me wrong. Greek gods, Greek pantheons, that makes sense. I understand seeing that kind of stuff. But what I don't want to keep seeing is just that, and her dealing with being the naivete of man's world. That's fun and all, but okay, let's talk about some of her, villains, you know? Like, let's talk about some of these unknown villains, or just lesser known villains that we can get something from. Let's see. We have Armageddon. He was a costume Nazi agent who wielded an axe in battle. I think that would be really kind of cool. And then you had Baroness Paula von Gutha. I don't think we even seen that character in a long time. Ooh, Princess Yamin's Indian princess who operates as a Nazi spy, but you can kind of retool that character. I just think that's pretty cool that she actually had a princess that was against her. Like, that would really be cool. Ooh, you got the Blue Snowman. That would really be cool. That would be a really cool character to see. I think Blue Snowman is a school teacher scientist who had like experimental blue snow or something like that. I don't really know much about that character. Of course, you have Dr. Poison, which we saw in the Wonder Woman movie, but there are so many people that played Dr. Poison that those characters can be all on their own standalone villains. You have Evilus, um, Queen Clea. That would be really cool. And Zara. That's a nice one. Now I'm going to be looking up some of these villains because that sounds really cool. The Duke of Deception. Interesting. I like that one. That one's really cool. Angleman. Minister Blizzard. Genocide. We have one called The Mask, of course, and Asura. We have the White Magician. Let's see. We have Cat Eye, Cronus, of course, and we have Countess Daka Nakisha. Oh Lord, I hope I said that name wrong. I mean, right. We got Crimson Centipede. Cyborg Girl. We got Egg Foo. I'm sorry, I think Egg Foo would be hilarious to see. I know some people will be like, oh, that's offensive, but who cares? The Emperor of Saturn. Now that's a nice one. Let's see. You got Kong. You got Liar, Mayflower. I mean, these are just to name a few characters that I really haven't even heard of myself. So that'll be really kind of cool just to see some of these villains, to kind of see like, hey, here's Wonder Woman, here's the villains, this is what she needs to do. And Wonder Woman basically need a Hush style event, to be honest, because like I said, I like Wonder Woman and I think she has potential. I mean, she does have potential but the way DC's been writing her lately does not help. And you would think that now that they're trying to do Wonder Woman heavy things, you would think that they could do better, but no, they get these half-ass writers who don't really know the lore of Wonder Woman, who wants to go back and retroactively change everything and focus on women empowerment things. And it's just like, yeah, Diana is a feminist, but not at the detriment of men. And that's what these writers been doing, to the point where a lot of her stories are just not readable or interesting enough, because they focus on so much of that feminist bullcrap that they don't focus on enough heroic antics for Wonder Woman. Like, I want to see Wonder Woman fight these villains, and I want to see these villains push Diana. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see her just fight only Greek gods, or the Greek pantheons, It's kind of annoying after a while, That's all I'm saying, because I see the potential in Wonder Woman. But let's even go there further. Where's Gateway City? No, nobody knows about Gateway City. Okay. Well, it used to be the city that Diana operates out of before they transitioned to Washington, D.C. And I think that we need to go back to that city. We need Wonder Woman to have her own city. Everybody was like, well, she got Themyscira. Yeah, but Batman and Superman got what? Metropolis and Gotham City. And Themyscira is basically like Superman's Krypton. You know what I mean? Like, we get it. She can go there every once in a while or something like that. But that's not where most of her fights need to be taking place at. Her fights need to be taking place mostly in Gateway City. And I know Washington, D.C. can be another place that she can be at. But like, as a base of operation, her base of operation should be Gateway City. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see more of her villains and them be attacking that city. I want that city to have where they were like, this is Gateway City, the home of Wonder Woman, Diana Prince. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I want to see that city grow and change and become another character like Gotham and Metropolis have, And let's talk about another flaw with Wonder Woman that makes her a failure is her lack of urgency when it comes to her proteges, like Donna Troy and Cassie, two of the most closest characters of Wonder Woman ever. And yet DC has been treating them like trash for a long time and have Diana away from them so much that it doesn't make logical sense. It really doesn't make sense, to be honest. Because you make it make sense why Diana isn't close to the Wonder Girls. You know, there's no solo run for Cassie or Donna Troy at all. They barely show up in the Wonder Woman books. She barely needs their help. She wants to handle everything without them at all, even though she wants to be their mentor. She barely mentors them. She barely mentors anybody that's outside of the Amazons that is part of the Wonder Woman family. So it's just so weird. Like, they have her so detached from, you know, her own Wonder family line of characters, and what they're trying to retroactively fix that, I guess, but they're going about it in the wrong way still, because they're trying to retcon her history, her origins, and it just doesn't work for the character. You know, people know the basic Wonder Woman story. She was crafted from clay, blessed by the gods. In the conversation, not, oh, she's a daughter of Zeus and she was the first ever superhero and she's very important, but you don't really show her being that important figure that we're supposed to know and care about or love. And then she has these two sidekicks that she doesn't be around. Then she has a twin sister that she barely talks to at all. Yeah, Nubia is her black twin sister, and you don't even do anything with that. And you're trying to retcon Nubia as well. And then Artemis, she's there, but barely, again. And then you got Yara, who's just a Brazilian version of Wonder Woman. And that's about it. Tell me what is so interesting about Wonder Woman that people need to care about Wonder Woman. I mean, I can tell you what's good about the character, but the things that I liked about Wonder Woman are the things that you changed, that DC's changed, that people don't know about anymore. And you would think that with the renaissance of Wonder Woman, especially when Gal Gadot did the Wonder Woman movie, you would think DC would have doubled down and made sure they got some some top talent writers and storytellers and artists for Wonder Woman, and made sure that when it was time to do a Wonder Woman rebirth thing, we were getting back to classic Wonder Woman. We were going to show people why Wonder Woman is such an important character. And they really haven't, you know? And name one event for Wonder Woman as well. And you can't really say, oh, well, the upcoming, no, because it's not really counted. That's not really a count thing. Like I said, the last time we really had an event for Wonder Woman really is, Amazon's attack. That's not really a high point in Wonder Woman's career, and give her a secret identity. Give her something to do when she's not being Wonder Woman. Y'all need to show that. I don't know what makes y'all think y'all not supposed to do that anymore. She was a federal agent at one time when she came back to being Wonder Woman. You could do that, or you can do her, she could be a museum curator. That could be cool too. You got to give me something. You got to do something to make her really stand out. Like, you got to push her in the ways you push Superman and Batman. And you got to get rid of the movie costume. I'm already going to tell you, that is definitely holding her back. People want to see traditional Wonder Woman costume as well. And like I said, if you really want an example of good Wonder Woman stuff, read the George Perez run. He literally rebooted Wonder Woman after, Crisis on Infinite Earth. And that's been the Diana that we all know and love and stuff like that. Is it perfect? No. But I think he was on the right track with, Diana. And I think if we can get something like that, if we can tell epic stories like they used to back in the day with Wonder Woman, I think we got something going on. And stop trying to fix her. Stop always trying to fix her. She's not a character that needs to be fixed. She's not a problematic character. Well, she wears this or she does this. Okay, and that doesn't mean anything. Just because she grew up on an island full of women, that doesn't mean that she's gonna want to be with women. She literally was the first woman to get the hell up out of there when she saw a man. So come on now. Dang it. And just because she's a warrior, that doesn't mean that she has to become a bloodthirsty bitch neither. Because that's another thing that y'all kind of do, is like y'all go to one extreme to the next with Wonder Woman 2. She is changing too frequently. There's no consistency with the character. And that's my biggest issue, is there's no consistency between Diana. Because when you pick up different books, she's naive in this book, then she's this understanding, compassionate character, then she's this bloodthirsty warlord. I mean, not bloodthirsty warlord, but she's this bloodthirsty warrior. And I'm just like, okay, she is all of this, but y'all need to find a balance between the character. And remember, like, she is supposed to be for compassion. Let's do some of that compassion stuff. But also, let's show her kick some superhero butt. That's what I want to see. I want to see a lot of these villains, challenge her. And even if you got to do what James Tynion did, come up with some brand new villains that'll stand out, that are Wonder Woman's villains and maybe Donna Troy and Cassie's villains. Let's do something with the Wonder family in a good, positive way, and not in some old feminist, idealist, LGBT stuff, because that's not working for the character. I'm just going to be honest. It doesn't work at all. So I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm just stating the facts of what I know. Is the reasons why I believe Wonder Woman is a failure of a character right now. She should be up there with Batman and Superman, and for some reason DC's been sabotaging this character for a long time, and I don't understand why, and I really hope that they will fix it. And I know some people are like, well, it looks like they might be trying to fix it now. No, they're not, because she still got that stupid movie costume on. The Trial of the Amazons kind of doesn't really seem all that interesting enough. I don't care about Nubia the Amazons because it's boring. Wonder Girl is a snooze fest. So, I mean, what else you got? What else you got? So, yeah, y'all need to figure out something. You definitely need to figure out something. But this ain't the way. This ain't the way. Like I said, go back in the past and figure out and actually research and understand what made Diana work back in those days, before y'all decided she was problematic or she needed to be changed every 2 to 3 years. Because that's y'all favorite thing. Hey, let's change her origins again and again and again. And then wonder why people aren't really feeling the character. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. Comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.